hello. World is full, ma'am. Hello.
Welcome. Oh, hi. I forgot I was in Discord.
How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Oh, I feel like a flaming pile of poopy on a doorstep.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
It's weird because I thought, it's mostly just my I have a sinus headache on top of everything. I was fine. I'm sick and a cough and congestion. Saturday, I had all that and nausea and chills
Oh my
and body ache.
god. What?
It was like all of that. It was like, what? I have a flu, but also a cold. Like I've never had all of those symptoms at once.
How weird. I wonder what's going
And so
on.
then yesterday I felt fine. Did a big old long last hurrah for St. Jude and
Yeah, I saw.
all that.
Yeah.
And then today I woke up and my head was splitting in two. So I just have my lights lower and my blue light glasses on and I'm
Oh.
doing the things. Doing the things.
Yeah.
Hi, Charleston. And I sound like a different person, at least in my head.
Oh, are you congested? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like my voice is all borky. I don't know how.
You sound fine to
Sounds...
me, for what that's worth.
Yay.
Okay. Okay. Good, I think.
The Dodger is like a life vitamin, will perk you right up, right? See? And that's why I'm still here, even if I feel like poop.
Oh. If you
Because
feel
you guys
like you
and
need this...
Dodger make me feel better.
Oh, you're very sweet. If you feel like you need to get some rest, I hope that you'll take care of yourself. Because you've been going real hard for the St. Jude stuff.
Yeah. I want to say that I will, but
Squints at track record.
The words aren't coming out.
Sure.
I appreciate it, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't stream on Saturday because of it. That was a bummer.
Yeah.
But we made up for it yesterday. So.
Hell yeah.
And did our St. Jude thing as a team, we raised $7,255.90.
Yo, congrats! That's amazing.
Yay! Thank you. And we raised. Oh, that's still teams. What did we raise as like on my stream? Oop. Oh, it was 1,700. Couldn't remember exactly what we landed on. 1,700 of it was us.
That's great. Yeah, good job.
Good times. Thank you. Maybe that's the problem because I get excited during charities and I yell a lot. No, it's the congestion. I'm just kidding.
I'm not sick. I just got too excited about saving the kids.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Since I just started the stream, to my chat at least, I don't know if you've said this yet, but FYI, this is big dick spoiler territory for Endwalker. If you don't want to be spoiled on Endwalker stuff, you gotta go, my dude. I don't want you to leave, but I don't want you to get spoiled. So otherwise, welcome. Feel free to hang out with us. We've been slowly making our way through the expansion, and it's been very nice and chill. You know, except when it's not, because the story isn't chill at all.
Right? There are definitely moments.
Yeah. Any idea what percentage through it you are? We're definitely over halfway. I don't know how far past halfway we are, though.
I feel like 3 streams ago of at least 2 hours, we were told, no, maybe 4 streams ago, we were told like a third. So we've got to be halfway now. How many hours did people say that it was total again?
Like,
wasn't it? It was
40 or something?
That's the number in my head. That's so That's an obscene amount of time.
It's a lot. Yeah, that's more than some games are just the base game. They're in the 86 to 87 main story quest. Yes, that is true. You know what I want to say? Shout out to us, because I'm cursing us here, I'm sure. Knock on wood. But, like, we have yet to get stalled because we weren't the right level. I feel like every single expansion we've ever done, we've had to, like, kind of kill a little bit of time leveling because we hit a wall. And that has not happened once the whole time that we've been doing this expansion, which is so surprising to me.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. Felt super smooth. I also feel like we haven't done a fate in a while, but we've been really good about doing the fates. But I think it's just tuned differently too, because other people have commented how it feels easier to avoid hitting a wall.
Yeah. They went hard making the main story quest leveling really streamlined so that you wouldn't have to do any side content. Well, that's nice. I didn't have that problem either. Endwalker overlevels you a bit. Nice. Delighted to hear it.
Can you, I invited you to squad. I don't know why I was starting.
I'm sorry.
Can you? That's okay. Don't be sorry.
I don't know why I always forget that squads exist. I even put them in my title every time.
Oh shit. I didn't put it in mine. I was for a while because I saw you were doing it. I was like, that's smart. Exclamation point squad. Super sicky cousin endwalkie time.
Yeah.
My title.
I love it.
Ooh, there's a gate up. You want to do it? I don't know if you came to Gold Saucer, if you're still.
I didn't, but I will.
Okay.
Beep.
Oh wait, where is that one? Cliffhanger? What the? Oh, that one. It's whatever. It'll take like 2 seconds.
I'm really hoping, again, knock on wood, but I accidentally fell asleep when Clark fell asleep, and she fell asleep at 6:30 tonight, which was insane. So I was asleep until you messaged me on Discord being like, my head, I'll be there soon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I might be rolling with some energy tonight. I might be doing good tonight. So. Ooh.
That's another reason why I'm not very quick to not stream, because I'm sick. Because a lot of times I'll start streaming and playing games and whatever, and then I'll forget. And then I'll kind of forget that I feel like shit. And then later I realize, wow, I'm doing much better. So hopefully that happens, and then we can take advantage of your energy. Oh, smacking my mic. I don't know if it made a sound, but made it. Woo!
My least favorite gate.
Yeah, it's just kind of underwhelming. Do you not like it because of that? We talked about this, but I can't remember. Do you not like it because it's underwhelming, or do you not like it because it's a pain? Because it can be both.
It's kind of underwhelming. Yeah, it's like it's so over and done with so quickly.
Yeah.
You know, there just like isn't that much to it.
Yeah. Okay, so what should be going finally? All by Anne. I reminded you and then I forgot. So I have like just under 30 minutes before I have to get Katie.
Perfect. We know how to time shit, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's the worst part about whenever I'm late on Tuesday. I'm like, great. It'll be this awkward amount of time.
It's all good.
Should we go and see what the next shit is? Or we could look and see if there's any.
I'm gonna do my cat pots super quick, and then if you want, should we like, maybe let's go back to the first area and see if we can try and start knocking out some ether current stuff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Since we like don't have enough time to really like sink our teeth into story stuff anyway.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Let me look at the ether current thingy. Odds? No. What is it again? Travel. If the reference is more than 6 months old, it's not a spoiler. I think the time frame is longer than that, is it not? I don't know. It depends on who you ask. They were talking about a movie spoiler in chat.
Oh.
And it was a not new movie, like not even close.
Yeah.
And when it was realized that Panther hadn't seen the movie, Kent was like, "Oh, and, and then Panther was like, "I'll just look up what that's from," and he's like, "No, don't spoil yourself." Ishibu was like, "If the reference is more than 6 months old, it's not a spoiler." I don't know. I think of it as longer.
Yeah, I try to just generally. You just never know.
Yeah.
There are some pieces of media that no matter how old they are, I'm kind of like, oh, if you can go into it with like a pure mind,
Yeah,
I want
like,
that for you, you know?
Exactly. Like, just in case you have not seen this.
Right.
I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
It's like a decade old.
Let's see. Ether currents. Labyrinthos. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh my god. What the hell?
We have a lot of the other the other ones. We're like close on the...
Yeah, we're missing so much stuff on the Charlayan map, which makes me think there's probably a bunch of shit over there that we're gonna do later. But Thavnair is like almost done if we want to go to Thavnair.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if there's stuff... Well, it can't be stuff that's locked, because they wouldn't be sending us back there, would they? For the main story? We've like gone through the whole zone.
Thavnair?
Yeah, let's go there and see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thavnair barely has anything left in it. It looks like just stuff that we can sort of tap with our toe and be like, great, the map's done, you know?
Yeah, right? Let's see, where's the...
Let's try and figure out where...
There's a quest one, but I don't...
There is a quest
one,
yeah.
There it is.
There it is, yep. Porting us.
Okay, nice. I once ruined the end of How I Met Your Mother for someone. I didn't hear the end of it for a year. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
See, that for me, TV series are even more risky because a lot of people just watch them willy-nilly. Although these days, with fewer and fewer people having like cable or satellite, I think maybe people watch them in order a lot more now. But before, when it was like we just watch whatever's on TV and we're like, cool, it's How I Met Your Mother. And we just watch them out of order.
God, that's
not
so
everybody,
true.
obviously.
That's such an interesting point. There are so many shows that I saw intermittent episodes of, and I'd be like, oh, I guess they're dating now. Huh, I wonder how that happened. Oh, well. You know, like, I was much more forgiving of just info that I didn't have because I didn't religiously watch stuff. So,
right.
But yeah, now it feels like, oh, if it's a show that I would recommend to somebody, I probably don't want them to have that experience, right? I'd like for them to know what's going on. Okay.
Binge them? Yeah, I know. I love getting into TV series where I just like watch like 4 or 5 in a row and then I'm like, oh fuck, it's 4 a.m. I don't know why I love that. It makes me feel like shit the next day, but if you don't want spoilers, watch The Thing. You must see everything to avoid spoilers.
Can we? Well, hell yeah, we can.
But part of me is a little bit envious of, like Panther was saying, she like looks up endings to things, like has absolutely no qualms.
I know
about
a couple
knowing
people like that. Yeah.
Like, man, the freedom.
Right.
But I can't imagine.
Yeah, a friend of mine also was like a voracious book reader, and would read the very end of the book first, and I hated that. Like, really hated that. And she was like, it's fine. I'll finish the book in a day anyway. And it was just like,
So why not wait?
Because she liked the process of finding out how the ending came to be,
That's funny.
Yeah.
If it's a show that's on actual TV, I think you should definitely wait until it's available for streaming to openly talk about spoilers. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair argument. If it's airing, then... Oh, that's what you like too, Panther? That's funny.
Sometimes knowing the spoilers makes it better. God, not for me, but I'm realizing more and more people do feel that way, which is interesting.
I'm tempted to find something that, like, I don't initially care that much about and just try that.
Try it? Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Just to see.
Yeah, like, I'm not really excited about this particular series or movie or whatever, so let's just skip to the end and see what this is like.
It would definitely be, I don't think that it's a wrong experience, but it would be a very different experience from how I normally approach any media.
Right. It'd just be interesting to see what it's like for people that, and like, maybe understand why they like it.
Yeah.
So go out of your way to spoil things, but after a time you can't get upset at someone for talking about it. Yeah, I feel like there's a period of time where it's like, the person's not really that much fault for talking about it. But yeah. It's still, yeah, I don't know. It's so funny how long we can talk about the concept of spoilers.
I know. It's because people feel really strongly about them in one way or another,
Yeah. Oh, you know what I should have in a little bit? I should have tea.
Ooh, yeah.
I just recently had some lemon ginger tea and I was like, wow, why don't I drink more tea? This is delicious.
Yes. Lemon, ginger, anything. Oh, I love.
It's so good. Ed got it because he lost his voice like a week ago. It was almost gone. And it was really like the only symptom. Like he didn't feel that bad. I mean, he was kind of congested and whatever, but his voice was just gone. He was like, I don't feel like I'm sick enough to just lose my voice. But
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. The exact same thing happened to me about a week ago. That's so funny.
Weird.
Yeah, I woke up 2 mornings in a row and couldn't talk and was like, what is happening? Because
Oh, no.
yeah, I wasn't really sick, or at least I didn't feel sick. It was very strange.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, I've always been told anyway, like usually if you lose your voice, it's because you have mucus and stuff and making your throat raw.
Right.
And like messing with your like vocal cords or whatever. Like that's what I always understood. But then it's like, he's like, I don't have that much congestion. This is bizarre. It's so weird how that happens.
Yeah.
Did you have to stream that day or anything? Did it affect any streams? Because talking is like literally
my job. I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Chat, did I stream oh god. Did I stream while
Like,
I was
hey guys.
well, I wasn't able to talk very well? I think I tried. I honestly can't remember.
Tea is the good shit. What kind of tea do you guys drink? Give me ideas. I have a bunch of tea that doesn't interest me, so it's just like sitting in the cabinet. Because I get my caffeine from coffee, so like I've got a bunch of green tea that I've just collected over time, and I'm like, but I don't need more caffeine after I've had my coffee that I need, that I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to substitute. I'm thinking like caffeine-free stuff is kind of.
We really like chamomile with honey in it. It's really nice. It's very like relaxing. And I also like that if I ever like did it in the future, you can just, it's literally just the chamomile flowers. You can just grow chamomile flowers and then use them as tea, which I think is pretty chill.
Ooh. Okay, I need to start making a list. People are giving me ideas. Bedtime tea with caramel and oolong.
Nice burp. Very nice.
Thanks.
Jasmine is also very good. Jasmine tea always reminds me of going out to eat Chinese food with my parents. Because the place that was in town, they always gave us jasmine tea before we ate. I should buy jasmine tea. I don't think I've ever bought jasmine tea.
Nice selection of teas you can get at Dodger Coffee Co. Oh my god!
That's
Nice
true.
segue. There it is, right there.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just went on autopilot and just kept doing the quest.
You know what? I'm just sitting here staring at this girl talking about tea, so it's not really your fault.
I'm sorry. I just realized, like, wait, why am I doing this by myself? I should have waited for you. I'm sorry.
I'm just being a slowpoke today, so it's really not. I'm not worried about it. Lavender chamomile tea. Ooh. I have no idea what's going on in this quest. I'm like trying to read it, but it's not entering my brain.
Yeah, I also had trouble following it, so I kind of gave up.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, as long as we're on the same page, I'm good.
All I know is I'm
just...
fighting a full-on elephant while hanging out with an elephant person, and I don't know what the implications of that are.
Yes, thank you, Winter. I was in the quest thing, and I didn't want to interrupt it for Stream Raiders. And it turned out I, like I said, didn't collect any information from the quest anyway, so whatever. Oh yeah, chai tea. I actually got... Chai tea was the only type of tea I've ever bought. Like dry... not dry tea, but loose tea.
Like loose? Yeah.
We were at the mall and I got suckered into paying like 20 bucks for a bag of tea. But it was very good. Actually, it was 2 different kinds, then I mixed them and stuff. They were very good. I don't remember anything else about it though. Fortunately, I still have some, and it's very old. I'm mad at myself for that. I mean, I was like at the mall with my mom, so like we're talking many years ago.
Right.
It's been a while.
Remember malls?
Dude, yeah. I've thought about taking the kids to the mall just so that they could have like similar memories.
Yeah.
Because I think our malls are still functioning near us, and I'm sure some have shut down, but we were pretty sure they were just gonna be gone before long, just because of all the internet shopping and then COVID and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I have never really liked shopping. I would always be like, when are we going home?
Yeah, I've always been a bad, like, just casual shopper as well.
Whoa. Stream Raiders is so loud. Yeah, but I still have very fond memories of doing it. It's very weird. And I think it was just because I was with my mom. Just walking through the mall. I am so useless today, you guys.
You poor thing.
I'm just like, I feel like I'm moving like a slug. Super slow. Like not even turtle status. Oh, okay. The Stream Raiders have the charity stuff on it? See, I always forget one scene. Thank you for pointing that out.
Oh, what? We're fully attuned in Garlemald? Why did I not remember that? Nice. Okay. Well, after this quest, there's just two of them to get that are out in the wild in Thavnair, where we are.
And then we can fly around.
And then we can fly. And
it's so funny, we get wrapped up in the story, and then we just like go to the next zone.
I know.
And leave it just almost done every time.
And then we've got the moon. And we've done all of the quest currents on the moon, so we just go to the moon and sort of ride around and find the actual. So this actually might be really easy to get those 2 maps done.
Yeah, cool. Wait a second. Oh, did you search for the child?
Oh yeah, I've done all that.
For Ogo?
Yeah, sorry. I've finished it. That's why I was like, I went on autopilot, I'm sorry.
I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I had more to do on the quest, so, you know. That's how little I picked up from that quest. Yeah. I like how it's called stepchild, though, and step is spelled differently. It amuses me. Funny play on words. Better to move like a slug than eat a slug? Yeah. Yeah. Pet?
How are you doing on time?
Should probably get going after this.
Okay. On the topic of foggy brain, I didn't want you to be like, oh shit.
Oh shit, my kid.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was telling chat that I had this nightmare that was just a combination of a bunch of different fears that I have, and it was awful.
Oh no.
But one part of it was like Sam and I were in the car driving, and I suddenly realized, oh my god, we left Clark at home. Like, Clark is just home alone. And a bunch of people showed up into my chat right as I said that and didn't realize I was talking about a dream.
Oh no.
And I like multiple times had to assure everybody, like, this was a dream. This didn't really happen.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
What was it I said yesterday? It was Winter brought up weird topics we were talking about last night for me, this morning for Winter. As I was ending stream, we were talking about weird things that we like. Let's talk about things I would never eat. I don't remember how the topic came up.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember what it was I said. Somebody was like, that's the first thing I heard, and that was really fucking weird. What are we talking about? Can't remember what it was though. It was
You literally never know when somebody's gonna join chat.
Yep.
And context could be so important.
Your question? It wasn't a captcha question because I was using the tell me a memory from your childhood. That was my captcha question because it was our last day for the kiddos. It was fitting.
Aww.
I don't think I was asking the would you rather eat slugs or barf question.
No, don't do that again. Stop. Stop.
All right, cool. Sorry. I've seen lots of streamers get in trouble with that. What, talking things about? Are you referring to what Dodger was talking about, Yushibu? Okay, now I can turn this quest in. Whatever the hell I just did.
I think it was like that girl is like racist against the elephant people.
Aww.
I think was like the general situation.
How could you be? No.
I know, they're so cute.
Yay. Okay.
Yay!
Sorry to have to go on break so soon after we started, but I will be back
Okay.
in a few. What dance do I want to do? Oh, that's weird. I'm floating.
Oh, she has a fear of elephants from being on the Azim steppe. The elephant people there are super violent.
I mean, that makes sense if they're violent. They can take it.
I
They're
see.
thick-skinned. Good one.
Stop.
Afraid of Montanga because in the Azimstep, they're very tribal and aggressive. They're a random mob in the zone. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get Katie and probably shove some food in their faces, and then I'll be back.
Perfect. Okay, see you in a minute. Cool. Beep. Hey, so what are you guys? What's up? How's you? Yeah, it's just me now. It's just me now. We've been, I've been writing up, like, loose backstory stuff. For Yuli, for my Hellions character, and that's been fun. I'm realizing it's definitely, I definitely get more attached to a character if I have at least, like, a general idea of their background, you know? Which I think is normal. Also, yeah, for those of you that if you're living somewhere where it's past midnight, happy Pride Month. I planted so many flowers today. Nice. What kind of flowers? Lavender and daisies. I love it. I watch a bunch of like different foragers, and one of them made a video saying that there's a type of daisy that you can grab before it blooms and soak it in a brine and use it as a caper alternative, and I was like, pardon? And now I want to try it. Wacky stuff, dude. Wacky stuff. No plants are safe around my cats. I was looking at, oh my god, I have like a million Etsy tabs open because I went into a spiral of looking up Ukrainian-owned stores, and one of them is a person who makes like really nice like cat shelves and steps and things to put on your walls. I've talked about this on stream before, that I would love to get stuff like that, and I was like, oh my god, and they make a bunch of it. I'll link the store in Discord if you guys are interested, but they make so much shit. And then I just kept opening tabs of people who make that, who just make things like that, you know? And now here we are in hell. But another one of the stores, there's a person who makes shirts that have flowers embroidered all over them, and I want one of those. I guess it's like a specific type of shirt. I don't know how to say this word. I'm gonna do my best. Vishivanka? blouse. That these like blouses, like button-up blouses with puffy sleeves. I looked them up and it seems like they're always kind of this style, but the sleeves have flowers all over them and they're so fucking pretty. It just means embroidered blouse. Oh, interesting. How long ago was it that you were in Ukraine? Oh my god. How long ago was I in Ukraine? It was before... it must have been, what? 6 or 7 years ago? I think. I'm gonna look it up. Why is this so hard to find? What were you doing there? I had a friend who was in the Peace Corps, and she was living there in a town called Vlodomirets, and basically asked if I would be down to visit while she was there. And I was like, sure. I can't imagine another reason that I would ever have to go to Ukraine. You know, I don't know anything about it. And she had just kind of fallen in love with being there. She had been there for a little over a year, I think. And she really loved it and was doing really well learning Ukrainian and some Russian and stuff. And so she was like, I can, you know, I have room and board. I can help you get around, and, you know, you like to travel and see new places. Do you want to come and see Ukraine? So I did. And it was awesome. And really interesting. That's where the classic story of a bunch of lovely old ladies calling me handsome came from. She was like trying to translate for me when I was being introduced to people, and she was like, they keep calling you handsome because they didn't know how to refer to me because I was not dressed or behaving effeminate at all. So she was like, they just keep calling you handsome because they're not sure what to say about you. And I was like, that's fine. I was like, you know, at the end of the day, they're still trying to, like, pay me a compliment. So it's, you know, it's fine. But yeah. I picked up so much Ukrainian while I was there. The area that we were in, everyone spoke mostly Ukrainian. But I've forgotten so much of it. But when you're just like there and there's only one other person who speaks English, you pick up so much, you know. This will sound kind of dystopian, but like at least at the time that I went there, there were a lot of abandoned places. They were explaining to me that, like, you know, because of their history and everything, they take extremely good care of what they have. But there's a lot of things that haven't been rebuilt, you know, and especially now, I can't imagine what it's like over there. But there's this really interesting combination of, like, things that are really well maintained and looked after and loved, and things that don't have anyone to really look after them and love them, that have been in complete disrepair, you know. And I thought the most interesting places that we went to were, like, abandoned places. That's where I had pickle soup. Rasolnik, that's where I had the pickle soup. It was when we went to this kind of weird abandoned area outside of the town, and there was just like a really small little place there, a little restaurant in the middle of nowhere, and we were like, well, we're hungry, so let's see what they've got. And I had pickle soup, and it was amazing, and to this day I think about that soup all the time. Yeah, it was great. Look up Rasolnik, Rassolnik, and that's the soup. And there are a few different recipes that you can find. When I tried making it for myself at home, it did not taste the same. But I would love to try again. Even in Sweden, we have these plague villages from the 1800s. They're just abandoned and made into museums now, where the entire village died off, and it's really interesting. Yeah. It's such a, like, visceral reminder of history, right? I remember you talking about how good the peaches were. Yes! Bro, I have never had a peach as delicious as the peaches that I ate in Ukraine. No peach ever compared up to that point, and no peach has ever compared after. We bought peaches off of an old lady in the middle of the city. It was right after I got picked up from the airport, so we weren't in Vladimirovets yet. And, yeah. My friend was just like, oh, I'm hungry. Do you want to, like, this old lady's selling peaches. Do you want a peach? I was like, sure. We just bought peaches off an old lady off the side of the road, and they were fucking incredible. It's kind of like the avocados that naturally, like, grow in the area of California that we were living in like Southern California. Those are some of the best, like, avocados straight off of my friend's tree, right? Were like the best avocados I've ever had in my life. And then I buy avocados here, and I'm like, oh, man, it's just not the same, you know? It's that same sort of feeling of, like, this is, like, these peaches were grown in the perfect environment, and they were incredible, you know? And I'll never, unless I revisit the right, like, just the right place for them to be growing, I'll never have a peach that good ever again. But yeah. I've gotten to use a little bit, I've talked kind of briefly about the fact that my mother-in-law has a Ukrainian refugee that's joined their family. I've gotten to use a little bit of it with her, but you know, again, I remember so little of how to speak it. So it's mostly just like, oh, dobry den or dyakuyu, you know. They have Chipotles over there? Like the Pepper or like the restaurant? I have seen neither. No, the restaurant doesn't exist here. Oh my god, I'm just now reading that command. Mommy Purbot will ping you when Dodger goes live. Who made that cursed command? Apparently there's a Taco Bell in the UK now. That's true. There are a couple, I think. I think there's one in... We've looked it up. I think there's one in London and one in Milton Keynes. Those are the only ones that I know about. Why have Chipotle when you could have all the good Indian food? Because homesickness exists. And sometimes you just want something that reminds you of being in America. Something tells me UK Taco Bells are top notch. They definitely don't taste the same. So to that point, if you're like, oh my god, Taco Bell, I want to get Taco Bell, I'm feeling homesick, let's get some Taco Bell, and you make the big drive to get some Taco Bell, and you come home and it doesn't taste the same, there's something sad about that. Not my Taco Bell. It's true. Mods pointing at each other like the Spider-Man meme. Who made this command? So I think I am gonna rebuild Yuli, and I think I am gonna make her Inquisitive Rogue Wizard. Which should be interesting. Kind of fleshed out like her backstory a bit more. So I think that'll be fun, because I got to play an Inquisitive Rogue a while ago. I'm hesitant because I'm currently playing a rogue, and I'm like, oh my god, why do I do this? I'm playing a rogue right now. Why do I want to play another rogue? But like their playstyles would be completely different. Inquisitive rogues are very utility, so I think it would still be really cool. But it means I have to roll it back. Yeah, well, Hellions is the game that I'm playing her in. Hellions is like almost entirely RP. The combat is so rare, and even when we start shit, a lot of times combat doesn't happen. So it's very, very, very RP heavy, which I think is perfect for an Inquisitive Rogue, you know? Yeah, it is a very different type of rogue than like the Arcane Trickster that I play with Fabia. Has the urge to play another Warlock hit you yet? Fabia's multi-classed into Warlock, but I need... Oh my god. Fabia's sheet is so fucked. People in chat during Godforged are constantly like, hey, don't you have X, Y, or Z? Don't you have this? You hit this level in this rogue type. Don't you have that? And I'm like, why isn't that on my sheet? A bunch of my spells are wrong. It's a mess. I need to redo her sheet and Yule's sheet now. So I kind of want to actually, you know what, while I'm talking about this happens so often that I'll be streaming and talking about something and realize, you know what, I'm gonna message the person that I need to message about this. Okay. Need tomato to do pass over it. That would not help. That wouldn't help. Because Roll20 is a fucking mess. And it doesn't offer you all of the rogue subclasses. So Roll20 thinks that I'm a thief. So has stuff built in that is because it thinks I'm a thief, but I'm not a thief. So I have to undo those things and then manually put in things for my subclass, but my subclass changed. Yeah, so manually had to put things in for the rogue subclass that I am, but then multi-classed into Warlock, and we homebrewed a little bit of how my Warlock is set up, and so some of the spells that it gave me for Warlock are not things I actually have. It's a disaster in there. So yeah, I'm just asking Joe if he would hop on a call with me before our next Godforged. My party keeps trying to talk their way out of combat, and we keep succeeding. I wonder if, because I think on this account, on my D&D Beyond account, I think I have access to all the subclasses. I'm gonna just see. Let's see. How many levels in Wizard do I need? Oh! Hi, baby. Are you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were in here. One sec, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, we did it. Okie dokie. I don't know how long I was gone, but hopefully not too long. Thanks. It's been 84 years. I just remembered that last week that exact same thing happened where Clark woke up while Tiri was gone picking up her kid. And I just fell asleep in there and was actually gone for like an hour. I felt so bad. Not tonight. I'm refreshed, baby. I went in there, I got shit done. She's knocked out. I'm back. Not as long as last week. Don't. Okay, so my question, I believe, that I was asking before I left was, how many levels in Wizard do I need to decide the school? Like, if I'm level 1, I don't have a school. If I'm level 2, I get to choose. Okay, so I can be level 2 in Wizard to choose School of Conjuration and have, I think, the teleport and the minor conjuration abilities, which are what I want. And then... oh no, it doesn't want me to. Starting class does not meet prerequisites. I hate multi-class prerequisites so much, dude. How do I turn that off? How do I say ignore, please? This isn't Roll20, this is D&D Beyond. There has to be a way to say ignore, please. So maybe what I need to do is set my rogue class first, and then maybe it'll let me multi-class easier. So if everybody's level 6 in that game, so then I would be rogue. So okay. Okay, I'm a halfling, right. And then I want to be... oh my god, how do I change my class? I want to die. Multi-classing sounds scary. It's not. It can be very cool. I'm much more of like an RP multi-classer. I don't ever wind up multi-classing just like to min-max. Like Fabia literally does not need to have levels in Warlock, but she do, and I use them for RP, and that's it. Under home, there's a multi-class section you uncheck for multi-class requirements. Under home, like in my account. Or on the actual character somehow. Ah, man. Remember Zacharias? Okay. Character page. Okay. Yule. And then say home? Oh, home. Dice rolling. Oh, here we go. Multi-class requirements. Goodbye. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Wonderful. Inspired. Okay, thank you very much for your service. All right, so we are a School of Conjuration, and then we add another class, baby. Here we fucking go. Add class. Yes. Add this class at level 4. And then I choose my skills. And my expertise. Oh, what is... What is the difference between... So expertise you do with proficiencies, but what does expertise do for you? There's so many things about D&D. I've been playing for so fucking long, and there's still things that I don't entirely understand. Hold on. What is expertise in D&D? Feature that allows you to double your proficiency bonus, requiring the skill or tool that you have expertise in. Okay, got it. Doubles your proficiency. Okay, so... Okay, interesting. So, like... I think... Oh, Wait, this is an interesting question. So I want expertise in sleight of hand, I think, but then do I want my other one to be an investigation for Yulee? Probably. Probably. My options are deception, insight, sleight of hand, stealth, thieves' tools, and investigation. So, okay. I guess it kind of depends. I've snuck around with her a decent amount. Stealth would be nice. But I already have proficiency in it. Like, this is just... Investigation I should definitely be, like, super fucking good at. And I think yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Okay. I can now speak Thieves' Cant. That would have been useful last fucking session. Inquisitive. BB. Okay. This is what Logan is in Deadbeats, by the way, for anybody who's curious about this subclass of rogue. Develop a talent for picking out lies. Use a bonus action to make a wisdom perception check to spot a creature or object, or make an intelligence investigation check to uncover or decipher clues as bonus actions. That's very nice. I've played an inquisitive rogue before, but it was so long ago. It's like 4 or 5 years ago. Gain the ability to decipher an opponent's tactics and develop a counter. As a bonus action, you can make a wisdom insight check against a creature you see that isn't incapacitated. If you succeed, you can use your sneak against that target even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll. But not if you have disadvantage. Okay. Okay. Do I want an ability score improvement is the new question. I miss Kelly. I want to play with Kelly again. I haven't watched March on Feywonder. Kelly's in that. I haven't watched that yet. I hope she's having fun. I should message her. Do I want an ability score improvement or a feat? What are my current... It's hard to make that choice when I can't look at my stats yet.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Took forever.
It's all good. Clarky did the same thing she did last time and came in. And I was thinking to myself, like, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep. Because last time I just vanished for an hour.
Well, good job. You didn't fall asleep.
Thank you.
Katie, when ordering her lunch, asked if she could have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I was like, yeah. AJ asked for salami and cheese. I just want to throw that out there in case there's an issue that, like, you don't have the same thing as kids.
Right.
And she's like, could I have salami on my peanut butter and jelly sandwich? And I was like,
oh my God.
are you sure about that? It sounds kind of weird to me. She was like, yeah, I want to try new things, Mom. And I was like, well, I can't really argue with that.
Sweetheart.
And so I made it for her, and apparently she likes it.
Well, there you go. That's good.
So, but I warned her, I was like, I'm not going to come out and fix it for you if you don't like it. So I'll just tell you now, if you don't like it, just take the salami out and wash it off.
Yeah.
If you really want to eat, yeah, just like rinse it off with water or something if you really want to eat the salami. Okay. And then I'm in there finishing up, like cleaning up my mess, and she's like, it's good, Mom. It's like, okay.
Cute.
Right on. You enjoy your peanut butter, jelly, and salami sandwich.
Okay, let's see.
So yeah, that's part of why it took me so long, is they wanted 2 different sandwiches. And then I remembered that I had gotten a chicken out and I needed to get it ready for the oven, which I did really quick.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just taking forever at everything today.
No, it's fine. Look, you got a lot on your plate. Your head hurts and you're trying to like hold it all down. I think it's understandable.
Thanks. I do feel a bit better, at least. Like,
that's good.
I don't feel like I have to blow my nose every 2 minutes. And I think the medicine I took is helping my headache.
That's good.
I'm tilting my water bottle that has a straw, so apparently my brain isn't all here. Hey, thanks, Tile. Oh my gosh. And if they ask, I didn't say this, but my kids are getting along pretty good.
Oh my God.
So that's cool. They recently started liking the same show, which they've always liked each other's shows, okay, but it's like not their preference, so they fight over whose turn it is to have their show.
Sure.
And JJ started watching a YouTube channel that is just a guy playing a game. I don't know what game. Makes a bunch of huge ramps with obstacles and crashes cars. Literally just crash after crash after crash after crash.
Okay.
I'm like, wow, JJ. And Katie got into it too. And luckily, though, today the theme is they're watching a guy who builds things, like
Oh, that's fun.
he takes like sticks and this like plaster clay stuff, and like he'll make the structure with the sticks, and then he'll put the whatever it is over it, and then it hardens. He builds like these like cool forts and play structures for pets and things for animals. So they're watching that. I'm like, at least this is kind of educational.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're learning how to make things with your hands.
Okay. Sorry, I was doing another thing while we were talking. Are we good? Do you want to keep playing, or do you need a minute?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay.
Should we keep doing what we're doing, or do you want to go into the story? We were like picking off the. You want to go for the ether currents here?
Yeah, maybe we can just finish off this because we have 2 currents to find here.
Yeah.
And then this will be
way north. Yeah. Oh, there's no. Oh, yes, there is. Should we port to? Because the one that I'm detecting is 888 yalms to the north. So should we go to Palakas?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, I'll port us.
Okay. That was like an hour of sad music. I know. Well, it was just, you know, the background music while I was chatting. I remember my nephew going crazy about videos of Lego dams stopping water. That actually sounds really fun. Clark got really into videos of people making like structures out of magnets for a while. It's so funny, this sort of stuff. The kids will be like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
We are not finished
with
Elpis now. For anybody who's curious where we are still in Elpis. We're just doing ether current stuff for this specific area because we didn't have a lot of time to really like get into the story yet. So after we've done this, we're gonna hop back into story stuff. West. No, ignore me.
I'm not really here.
I'm not here. West. Oh, it's up there. How do we get up there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Is this one of those where we should have come from the other way?
Oh my god. Map.
I don't see a way up, but I do. Oh, I see a bridge.
Oh. Yeah. It looks like we have to go. Yeah, we have to go back this
It's
way.
way up there, but that's fine.
At least it's like pretty obvious how to get up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Why did the artist only take showers?
What?
He couldn't draw a bath.
Oh.
Reaction.
I didn't expect a joke out of you.
It was just in the chat. I wanted to read it because I thought it was silly.
I don't know
The
why.
reaction was great though. Oh. Thanks for that, Kirak.
All right. Let's see. It's like right up there.
Ah! Almost ran into the gate.
Where is she?
An apple a day keeps the bullies away if you throw it hard enough.
There it is. Oh my god. And then the last one is north. That's pretty easy. So
Sweet.
We stay up here then. I believe.
Oh yeah, because it curves.
Yeah.
The ridge curves too far to the east for it to be on that side. Cool. Well, luckily, you could just jump down probably, unless there's a dumb invisible wall or something. If we were wrong.
I really like these like weird giraffe things. There it is.
Yay! Oh my god, is this our last one? What?
It's our last one. Woo!
What mount should we christen the air of the zone with? Our bikes? Okay.
We don't have, no, you know what? We're always on our bikes.
Okay.
How about, do you want to ride together?
Sure. Would I like to be lazy? Why, yes. Yay! I was hoping you would get on this one. This is like this is a great celebratory we can fly mount. I love it.
Okay.
Yes!
All these other like hidden areas on the map. Let's get all those.
Yes.
Celebration. There we go. Go up and right to get to open this? Oh, there's like a weird claw. Interesting. The tiny legs are cute. They are. That's what it looks like in the front.
Looks like little bobs to me.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
looks like we're little titties.
But it's funny because they're waggling like
Yeah, they're
not
they're
in
just
sequence.
Yeah. Okay. If only my own titties were this powerful. God, right? A little butt X is missing. I don't know that if the lore told me that Moogles poop, I don't know if I would believe it. Oh, what the hell is this?
Wait, are we talking about the Moogle's butt now? The Moogle's
Yeah,
whether it has a
somebody
butthole?
said there should be a little X for a little Moogle butthole, and I was like, I don't know that I believe Moogles poop. That might be close-minded of me.
I was distracted and then.
Yeah, we
Yay!
did it. Okay.
Woo!
All right. Oh. If I port us, you're just gonna fall out of the sky. I just realized.
Really?
I think so. I don't think that it can port both of us. I think it'll port me first.
Test it.
Okay.
I don't remember what happens.
That's fine. Okay.
You have my permission. Let's move over water. That's nice of you.
So, what happened? I'm on
I
an empty
ported.
mount.
Oh. It stuck me at the nearest Aetherite.
Oh.
It's nice of it.
That is nice.
Did you port to Poetinoikos? How the fuck do I say that? Where did you port?
At Poitin Oikos, yep.
Poetin. Such a weird word. Leave it to FF though.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadow's borking at the door. Oh, I'll have JJ let him in. He goes, bah! Thanks, bud. Yay! All right, should we do some story now that I should not be interrupted for a while? Right? They're not listening to me, so whatever.
They're like, yeah, Mom, sure.
You've been thrown from the mount. Oh, I didn't see that it said that. That's funny. Should we zigzag?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
probably. Yeah, we need to go up.
Hi, Shadow. What? Yes, you're inside. I see you. Welcome back, Shadow. Oh, were you going for water? I'm sorry, buddy. Go get water. Oh, you're all warm. It's pretty warm today. It's like 77.
Is it really? Oh, that is
Yeah.
pretty warm.
Yeah. I went outside in my sweatpants and my socks and slippers and half sleeve shirt, and I'm like, oh, it's a bit toasty.
Okie dokie. Speaking of, there is a ether current to the southwest. Since we need to go south anyway.
Oh, nice. Look at you.
I was like, well, since we were just doing this.
It's on the brain.
Yeah.
Did you bring? Oh, I thought you brought a drink for me. Just want me to open it. It's fine. I'm drinking coffee. Thanks for letting Shadow in. Okay. Should we do Fate? You know, we never really
Sure.
ended up finishing the Fates in the other zones or anything either, though. I don't think.
True. I'm gonna
We
eat
just
some
like do them as we see them. Huh? But now we can fly, so like, do we even care? Well, in the one zone.
We can fly in 2 zones currently.
Thank God. 97 there, Froggy. 32 Celsius. All right, you guys are making my warm look silly.
Uh-oh. Minotaur.
Oops. I don't think that AoE was very strategically cast. Dang it, I can't target the middle one. There we go. Get him, Burb. Flying is max mount speed, so you don't need the normal mount speed thing. Yeah, it rarely did upgrading the ground mount thing seem worthwhile for the time we could get flying. I think like 1 or 2 zones and in
Please don't die, Jerry.
the other one. Oh, my bad. I wasn't watching my health at all. I actually have a shield and a heal now that I didn't have before. Use this. Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 zones in Shadowbringers, I think it was. We did that, but then we never did it again. Yay!
Yeah, I think if we were more desperate for it when we didn't have a mount option that had a quicker speed, like the bikes. Okay, let me have this. Northwest now. Oh, there it is. I see it.
Yay! Would love that mob as a mount. That would be pretty cool, especially if it was that big.
Oh no. No. Okay. Okay, and the next one is just directly south, so okay. Which again is where we need to go. Woo. Ow. I don't know why, but the sound of the motorcycles hitting the ground is really funny.
Oh.
They just like
I don't hear it very well.
They just went like bonk, basically.
Yeah. Is it louder if you fall from higher? Oh. I don't hear it very well. I think my volume adjustment makes it, I can hear it, but it's like not very noticeable. I must have the like sound effects turned down lower than you.
Yeah, maybe. Which would be understandable because sometimes the sound effects are fucking loud.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's only good if for the split zone since they can take a while to get all the currents, yeah. This makes me feel weird not having it completed though, but at the same time it also feels useless to do it after you get flying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I were conducting mystery research, where would I go?
Obviously that island way over there.
Have you the means to fly? Bitch, no, I don't. I'm working on it, okay?
That is a weird thing to come up right now, though. After we just got flying in the other zone. Like, no, thanks for rubbing it in. Watch, this quest gives us an Aether current. I can't remember what it gives us.
Right. Oh, it's the pupper. I know that pupper.
Aww. Pupper mount when? Well, this pupper mount. We do have pupper mounts, but they're not cute like this one. They're cute, maybe slightly less.
What? Oh my god. Mom, I don't want to fight you.
That's so random.
Yeah, I gotta prove to the dog I can kick butt. I guess so.
How did we prove it to him before? Because didn't we have to prove to him that he could trust us, or did he already know?
That sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Why would fighting?
Maybe the dog already knew us. I don't.
Maybe they remembered us. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No stream hiccups. I hope it clears up. There's nothing on my end showing me that should be happening. Annoying. She doesn't know if people from the future can fly or not. Cut her some slack. No, what? But we were saying, like...
We were literally just trying to get ether currents to be able to fly right before this, so we felt attacked. By the time you're on the moon, he already knew you. Right, but this is the first time that means that this is the first time it's being confirmed that the past we are in is going to be the past of our present.
Yeah.
Because before this, we were like, well, this past might wind up creating a new future, but it gives us the ability to, like, take something with us to the future to fix things. So this is the first time that it's being confirmed that something we're doing in the past affects our future. Which is why I was confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Back on the bike, baby.
Lustrous dogs are very particular. I mean, I don't think I would want to let anybody get on my back. I would definitely want them to fight their mom in front of me first.
Yeah, same.
So it makes sense. Checks out.
If someone was really desperate to get a ride from me, I'd make them do all kinds of weird shit. Oh
man, all the missed opportunities in high school when I was the only one that drove. Fuck.
God damn it.
Could have bribed so much harder.
Okay, I think this is a duty, so I'm gonna leave party, I guess.
Oh, yes, fair.
Duty calls. Hey, eat something if you haven't eaten something.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. You're so good about that. I'm constantly forgetting.
It's intermittent for me. Oh no, I'm scared. Prove your strength.
The dog's just over there watching. This is so weird.
I'm a healer. I shouldn't have to do this.
Let neither side hold back.
I was not looking at her and she just fucking smacked me real hard.
Oh my god.
I didn't see if there was something I could dodge. What is this? Oh shit. Ah! Oh no!
My blade sings!
This is bad. Oh, through blink? Oh, she's many. She is many. So distracted, I'm not casting my instant cast while running. No, not cool. They don't give you much time once they put the effects on the ground. For this one, it's not very forgiving at all. Normal. I don't want easy. It's because I fucking lost. I can't believe my mom killed me.
My blade sings!
Okay, what is this? Sucker punch he does. Can you even dodge that?
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
What? Oh my god, is she the original dancer?
No quarter. Have a taste! I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Oh, good. Something different. I can't wait. Her health pool is
She's
stupid.
just swapping classes like we do, dude.
In combat, hacks.
Prepare yourself!
This, like, weird charge ability I have. Oh. Oh. Whoa. What? What?
Are you using blood lilies on me? Me?
How dare.
That's bullshit.
That was a fun little dance.
We've only just begun.
Ow.
Come at me with your all.
Wait,
Fish?
I got you down to half health. Surely, like, this is good enough, right? It's a dog. Surely we're good now.
Oh. Does she do the same stuff for every class? Does anybody know?
I think we've gone back to the first class. Shit, now.
Oh wait, push back, right?
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
No.
Shit. No, should have gone the other way. Oh, middle. Yay. Oops. That was dumb.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was good timing to get my little charge thing when she did the arc thing. Oh. Oh.
I'm really spicy about this.
Damn it. It's not.
No ether for you, Mom. Ow, what the fuck? Pardon? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
I hate tab targeting.
Ah, no!
Too.
Oh no! Oh, dang it. I always get thrown off when I get to my pet that has a cast time. I'm like,
You
used
still
to
stand.
Insta-cast. So
The
mean.
people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh shit. No, 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 no. JJ, I'm in the middle of something. Hang on. Yes, that's fine. Go ahead.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I
When you want to
underestimated
do
you.
something, just ask your mom when she's in a really intense fight.
They always have the perfect timing, don't they?
One would think I never learn.
I mean,
I made the
was gonna
same
let him
mistake with
anyway. He wanted to
Asm when
play in
we
the
first
water
sparred.
outside,
Despite being less than half my
Slightly.
age, his strength
filling
was
up a little pool
astounding.
and playing with his toys in it.
As is yours. 'Tis plain you have
don't-
weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
Had fun doing this as Reaper. Nice. Ow?
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites.
Yay.
And is ever eager to come to their aid.
I'm gonna mute myself. Oh my god! Oh, this is so great! Now that I use a different thing and I don't rely on Discord to make my little beeper move, I can mute myself in Discord and my avatar still talks. Oh, this is so great, guys! VitoTube has changed my life. Anyways, I muted myself in Discord so that I'm not talking over the cutscene.
Whoa.
And now I don't need to kick you from Discord as often. It's true. Like, multiplayer stuff will be the only reason that I use the... And even then, like, Jesse and I now, when we do, like, We Were Here, we can just, hop into a call together instead of needing to be in the voice channel. I try to always keep up with like everything that goes on in the Neon Divide cast Discord, because you never know, like, if there's something important you should probably read or like a conversation about like the mechanics and like how they can be improved and stuff. Anyways, so I try to read everything. Occasionally I'll step away for like an hour you know, to gestures at stream, to like do this or, you know, be with my kid. And the next time that I look at it, there's like 50, 100, maybe 200 new messages, and I'm like, what the fuck happened in here? The map-specific text channel starts to blend with the OOC channel. It's so true. Somebody asked me who my favorite Neon Divide NPC was, and I said the Chunky Grove Spirit was my favorite NPC. Yeah, it's a lot. Sometimes convos happen and people get heated, and other times you'll go through and it's literally just like 100 messages, but it was all shit posting. It's like, god damn it, guys. I thought maybe there was something important in here, but that's fine. I have so many Discords to keep up with. The ones that I don't really check, that like I'm in for really specific situations, I keep all of those in folders. I'm in a lot of Discords that are like my friends' Discords that maybe I don't really have a reason to check, but I want to be in them in case I you know, need to be in them for whatever reason. So I have like a folder that's like my friends' Discords that I don't really check, and then a folder that's like Discords I've joined for brand deals or for, you know, like specific game stuff. More like, I guess, work, quote unquote, more like work Discords that I don't want to leave in case I work with them again. Those are all in a folder. You know, I ignore all that shit. I just mute the whole folder, which is nice. So there are only like a handful that I consistently check. Too hot. Goddamn. I have a bunch foldered for emotes too. Yeah, I would love to I would love to join some Discords just for the emotes, to be honest. Cuz so often people use an emote and I'm like, that is so good. Where did you get that? And when I hover over it, it's like, this is from a private server. Stop looking. Okay, never mind. I have a friend that made a server just for emotes. I love that. Folders titled
Are you waiting for my
Heist.
slow ass again?
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just talking with chat.
Cool.
Yeah, I turned in that quest and just waited. So no big.
I just got a random whisper from somebody saying that my adventure plate was pretty.
Oh.
But then they said your guildmate so kind of scares me. And I think they might be talking about you.
I think they also. Yeah, yours is very pretty. Look at that. That's really funny.
It just like processed.
imagining a rando like looking at both of our planes.
It's just heavy. Like I read that and I was like, oh, they're looking at my random. Like they just looked at my guild. Oh no, they totally looked at Dodger.
Look, I'm here to make you look good, you know?
Should I be like super trash and be like, it's okay, she's harmless. Just check her out at twitch.tv/. It's total trash. Oh my god.
Oh, that's so
That just
good.
got progressively more funny the more I thought about it. I don't even remember what mine looks like.
Yours is pretty. It looks very normal.
Oh my gosh. Is it in character? Yeah. It's too normal. Need to change it. I haven't played around with the picture thing very much. That's the one thing I didn't really do.
There are definitely people who really know how to use G-pose and like take perfect pictures and things. I'm not that person. So all that I did was click smug face and emotes and then zoom in really far and take my photo, and that's it.
Even rereading that in my mind, your guildmate though kind of scares me. Dodger's plate, the moment you insert the flower. Oh no!
No! Not like this, dude.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Those dogs are gorgeous. I agree. Aren't they so pretty?
They are pretty.
I want one. Like, I want a mount one. Or just a companion that will follow me around.
Oh, there's a fate happening right behind us of some really gross shit if you want to do it.
Oh, wow. Yum. Delicious.
Don't.
Oh god, these are don't.
These are people, dude.
They are very gross. These are some nightmare fuel. Like from several of the cutscenes we have witnessed in this expansion. Fucking and nightmare fuel. Are they implying that these are those monsters that people were turning into? Wait, those shouldn't be here, right? Wait, what's going on? Look at all the eyeballs! Ah!
Oh yeah, that's true. They shouldn't be here. You're right. So I guess they're just weird creatures that they've made.
I don't know.
They make creatures here, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, that's what it makes me think of. And I'm like, wait a second, we're in a totally different time, a different place. Like,
but this is like right before, or I guess we don't really know, but it's Fate joined again. Oh, another Fate.
Oh,
okay.
Sweet.
XP bonus. Let's go.
Ah, there's the person right there. They're afraid of you.
Oh, amazing. They should be.
Oh, great.
I just heard the piano noise. I wonder if it's them.
Maybe. I was wondering when they first whispered me if they were in the stream. That happens every once in a while. And then they said that, and I'm like, no, they're not. I don't think they would say your guildmate. They'd say your husband or your whatever. Or your cousin, you know, because they're interchangeable. Oh, we aren't at a party. Oh my gosh, we didn't regroup after the duty. Thanks, Elliot.
Oh shit, you're right.
Boop, 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 boop. Oop, shit. Here, let me invite you.
Oh, nice.
Oh, your outfits match. That's cute. That's what they just whispered me. They're like doing this date and they're just like chatting about my outfit. Or outfit. Making it extra cute by saying, she's my cousin, we only play together.
Aw.
So we have matching outfits, or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof makes it so weird. I love it.
Just like to traipse around in undies.
Yep. Beauty and the Beast? Come on, man.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. Are you implying that Jisoo is anything but beautiful? Or am I the Beast?
Oh no.
I could be the Beast.
No, you're not the Beast. Cup's face. You're not the Beast.
Aw. Are we just basing this off of our plates, our adventure plates? Oh my gosh, my eye is like perpetually watering out. Oh man. Good times.
It was Segatron.
Wait, what?
It was Segatron who messaged me. They said it's not so bad. I bet lots of adventurers get their plate at the DMV. They really captured my best side. Okay.
Aren't random player encounters fun? Yes. I think so too. I often will like see a cool outfit or whatever and just message them and be like, I love your outfit, and like ask
Aw,
them about
that's
it
very
or whatever. Because I think it adds something to the, I don't know. And I'm usually generally curious too. Anytime I'm wondering something though, pretty quick to just be like, slip into your DMs, be creepy. It's not creepy, I'm just joking. Did you accept this quest? Yes, you probably did. Okay.
I
Let
did
us
just
move.
now. I've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Let's do this.
Nice.
Wow.
Whee!
How pretty.
This is pleasant. Don't look down.
Yeah.
At this point, we won't even hit the ground and end up with 1 health. We'll just slip into the abyss.
We found the DMV and Shadowbringers. That's kind of true.
Oh, I have 2 cough drops. Oh my goodness. I was just wishing I had my lemon honey cough drops.
Oh.
And I was thinking they were in my purse. They're totally on my desk.
Nice.
They're so good.
Oh, how pretty.
It was so pretty.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me. There are 2 ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved.
Oh my god, I need to message Jesse immediately. Hello, please just respond with a smiley face. And nothing else. Okay, great.
Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles.
I see. So we're accessing or trying to look at the moment that that person we met with on the bridge saw from afar.
End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
Oh.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Interesting. So is... Just smile, chat. So is Hermes, like, crisis of faith, so to speak? And, like, how he views the world and, like, their purpose and their duties? It's all skewed, I guess, because... Or maybe skewed is the wrong word. But, like, he's in sort of a mindset of, like, we're just a blip in a huge universe. Like, it can't all just be about us, kind of thing.
Utterly unlike... How?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
She's like, I want an apple, bitch. I didn't ask for a flower. Surely if I explored the stars, I deserve an apple and a flower.
So, what is your opinion?
So she basically just taught us how to use the echo. Like, we've used it a bunch before, but we never knew what we were doing. We, like, did it by accident, right? But, like, she's explaining what the echo is right now. Which is pretty cool. Okay. Sorry.
I am inclined to agree. As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life.
No. If anything, he wanted to find more life.
In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
Okay.
Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
I took it to mean he didn't create her with a digestive system. Then why would she ask for an apple?
Like way hotter than where you used to live, if I remember correctly. California. So yeah, pretty hot. I can't remember where you came from either. I was thinking it was like where they like to turn off the power. Yeah, oh my god.
Wow wow.
Ah, wow. Oops. Oh, yeah. For a second I thought I was muted. No, we're good. When Hermes said that he would gift her a beautiful flower, Elliot said in chat, "Beautiful flower." Right after doing the butt flower command.
Oh no. I was just like, man, if she did all that, let her have both. But now Chad is arguing about whether or not she was built with a digestive system.
Well, he did say, how would you eat it? So now I'm going, wait a second.
Like, he loves apples, I think, is something that they talked about before. So, like, because she feels emotions, she associates apples with being happy, but maybe she can't eat it.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's super weird. Like, to know how good something is, but not be able to, like, partake. I mean, I'm familiar with that, but literally not be capable.
Oh, sorry, did you do the next part of the quest? Did you talk to her again?
Yeah.
Okay, do that now. Okay. I thought, wait. Okay. I'm just gonna quest then, because I'm lazy.
Okay. I mean, that's smart. We're like so much closer now.
Yeah.
Brain. It'd be cool if we could dual ride the motorcycles.
That would be cool.
Like hop on the back of it.
Proceed.
Yay! Okay, Shadow is whining and he's whining at the door. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so we've been to all these places, but still want that. Oh, great.
He wants to be out there with JJ for a while.
Oh, I see.
It's probably like, I need to go look after my boy. If people are outside, he's like, I need to be further outside than you are. I'm your guard. It's really cute.
Okay. There is also, the compass says, Aether current directly north.
Oh, nice. I started heading toward the quest and then I processed what you said. Oh.
Let's see. Oh, now southwest? Okay, we went too far.
Oh, it's kind of
Oh,
towards
it's right
west, I guess. Nice cat.
Nice.
Oh, we're like right next to the quest thing. How lazy is this?
Okay. It's the only one on this island, I think.
Okay.
Because the next closest one is almost 1,000 yalms away.
Mm. Yeah, when we were at the very southern tip of that, if you want to call it a tip, it's a circle. When we were on the edge of it, it's at like 400 to the south. So definitely a different island.
Ooh. Well, well, well. Look who it is. Sounds like we all agree then. Hermes isn't a bad guy. But also, like, what the fuck's up with him?
Yeah.
Yay!
89?
88.
Wait, what level are we? Oh, I thought we just did a level 88 duty. I just did level 88.
Oh.
I haven't even looked at my level in so long. I was like, oh,
All
we're
I
level
know is
88.
I
Nice.
just turned 88, so if you're 89, whoo boy, what have you been doing?
No, I just guessed that because of the. I swore I saw the level number on a quest or a duty or something earlier.
I don't know.
Strange. Maybe my brain is more fried than I thought.
Oh, the Vinette duty sinks you to level 88. That's why.
Oh.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Did they used to do that where they synced us up?
I don't remember ever
Yeah, I
being
think
synced
maybe.
up.
Maybe for the duties. Can't remember for sure. It seems like they warned us, like this will probably be hard, but you can try it. Like, I don't know.
Really use
I don't
this
remember
more
for sure.
often. Never use this. I need to.
Oh yeah, I'm really close to leveling. Never used what now?
Divine Benison, it's like a shield, and I never use it.
Oh.
should.
Can battle really quick. Boop, boop, boop,
30-second
boop, boop,
recharge, and it eats an auto attack. Yeah, I
Oh.
should use that. On my screen, you are inside of Hythlodaeus' body, and it looks very funny.
boop. Oh, I gotta look at that. That is very strange. Oh my.
Yeah, literally, like...
We are one. Oh, on mine too. Whoops. That was totally not on purpose. Nope, not at all. Whoops. Sep, yeah. Looks like she's wearing a very classy dress to me.
Oh, I see. The duty doesn't sync you up. It sinks you down to 88 if you're above that, but it is an 87 duty. I see.
Interesting. Okay. Reading is hard. I just saw the level and assumed. Know what they say
It's a
about
love scene.
assuming.
Tiri's character living my dream.
Makes an ass out of you and me.
Okay.
I feel like Dodger hated that.
Oh, it's, you know. I just live here now.
I've actually never used that, but Ed says it sometimes.
Does he? He's such a dad.
He is such a dad. It's great. I love dad jokes. The worse they are, the better. The more punny they are, the better. Tally ho!
Sorry. Okay.
I forgot my robes today. Can I share yours? It's from The Odd Couple. Oh, that saying?
Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Okay. Hey, all these teleporters are pretty convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Giflo, what's good? I can't believe the second that I was away from these three, Vanau was like, yeah, we fought. We sparred to impress my dog.
Yeah.
I just need you guys to know that before he catches up to us.
Weird, I had to click like 3 times for it to continue that conversation. Oh, what about over here?
Oh, for
Oh yeah, just
current?
south. Yeah, way, way, way south.
Oh,
Probably on
okay.
the other. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
at the edge of this one.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hi there, buds.
Going, everybody. Hey guys. Very cool, all of us moving through this way. Okay, nice.
It always cracks me up when there are huge creatures that die super easily.
I know.
Such a funny thing.
Search for Hormies. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Oh. It's like, let's split up and check each side, but then I didn't think about the combat.
I know.
Side of things.
I was like, maybe there isn't another one. Oh, cool.
So nasty. Thanks for that.
Okay.
What up, Sega?
Okay.
Ah! Oh, we're fighting too. Yay. Oh, breathe. Oh. I got barfed on.
Are you okay?
I'm like
Oh, I see.
disoriented. Can't. Yeah. There we go. Yay!
Okay, I think I'll fix everything I can.
Yay! Thanks.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
I'm just just like, hey, we're here. I'm in here playing video games, and my daughter's in the other room watching somebody else play video games. I was watching some YouTuber that plays this super weird game, and he's like really animated and excited about everything. Oh, I got quite happy apparently and pulled this. It sounds like she's listening or she's watching like some kind of some sports or something, listening to a caster is like really like hype and animated about everything. That's what it sounds like. It's weird that my kids watch freaking
like let's play
YouTubers that play video games. I'm like, I don't know, it's just odd. I never really foresaw that when having children, and obviously I'm familiar with the I walked into that. Oh my god, I just got barfed on twice.
I also got barfed. Okay. Thank you,
I'm obviously nailing this. So also trying to die. Oop, here we go. Bubble. I'm not making good decisions. If I die, it's not your fault.
Goodness gracious. I feel like we've looked everywhere.
I don't think we went to this far
Again?
side.
Stop this.
Oh.
What happened? We just, oh my god. A video game that Clark really loves to watch is, she loves to watch people play Mario Party. Which I find hilarious. Pardon? Oh.
You're just distracting me. Damn it. It's fine. It's all good. I don't think oh, yes I did. I hear the combat sounds and I'm like, I don't think I pulled it. It's fine. It's a big giant dude behind me.
Yeah, they're videos that are basically compilations of people just doing the mini games in Mario Party. She loves it. And she'll like choose a character to root for. She's really upset too. Oops. Okay, where do you think we haven't been?
Gosh. Son. He caught himself another snaily.
Oh, cute.
He has using like an old food jar of some kind, like a pretty large one, and I had made holes in the top for him, and they were putting like, you know, food and stuff in there and whatever, some water. And I don't know where he is now because they kept like the first one they caught like a week ago. They put so many leaves and things in there that he was, I couldn't even see him anymore. Where is this boy?
I don't know, and these things keep crocking, and I'm like, stop. Very annoying.
Is there something we're missing?
That's what I'm worried about too. Is that there's something.
It just says search. There's nothing in the quest that gives any hints of any special things to do. Sorry to blunder into you. I was trying to see if the walk trick worked as well on these guys as their small variants. But walk trick. Oh, nice.
Oh my goodness. Where have you been, you bitch?
Okay, why don't you put the other snail in it? Hey, see what the problem is. He's been really into catching little pets. One time he caught this like super mega tiny jumping spider, like so little.
Aww.
And he was just like super hyped about it.
That's
like,
very cute. Yeah, Clark's been like any bug she finds in the house, she's like, Mommy, can we keep it? Can we put it in something? I'm like, oh my gosh, I guess.
I can't remember if we chose to. I don't know if he went out. I think he went outside. I don't know. Can't remember if we chose to get it as one of our gifts, but we definitely put like a little like bug catching aquarium, whatever they call them, terrarium thingy with like a vacuum, like a bug catcher vacuum.
Oh,
on his list.
Cute.
For his birthday, which is on Sunday.
Ah! They're getting so big, dude.
No, he's gonna be 5 and he's going to first grade or kindergarten next year. No, it's gonna be so weird sending him to school. So weird. I don't remember anything we just talked about. This dude. Head.
Oops. No, why do I keep... Oh my god, I keep double clicking for some reason. Stop it.
Aw.
Like missing half the dialogue. Okay.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us, who you are, and why you came.
Okay.
The final days.
I'm sorry. I just exist to
The
ruin
phenomena
cutscenes. I'm so sorry.
observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes.
I'm so worried that what I'm doing here is causing what happens.
I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, Aether, in essence, negates Dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of Aether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics.
Do they just call themselves ancients? Or did I refer to them as ancients in my story, and so he's doing that to like help me keep up? Because that seems weird to call yourself an ancient.
In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our Aether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
He's like, good. I don't have to focus on myself. I can focus on something else.
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether,
Smile, chat. Just fucking
encasing
smile.
it
Don't
like
say
a
anything.
protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Oh my god. Is she connecting to one of her sisters?
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no
Oh
harm.
no, never mind. Never mind. This is sinister. Never
I
mind.
wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Nope. No. No, thank you. I was so excited.
May
and
we
now I'm not.
please be friends?
Meteon. What is it?
Executing
chat.
scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report. It hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why? Why do we? They hurt. Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a
Has no
trace.
one I'm not saying it all has to be about me, but has no one noticed that I was also writhing in pain?
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right?
Okay, thanks. Hey, thanks, Mom.
In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs Dynamis.
Of which I am weak to, as we established.
That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
I can turn on friendship jail, sure. Bam. Well, I wonder where she is.
Oh. Very spooky indeed.
That sounded like the of somebody who just saw a sweet bird roll cry ink. That's silly. Squirrel Emperor.
That was extremely creepy.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess let's try to find her.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, there's a sparkly over here.
Ooh. Nice. Well spotted. Suspicious disturbance. Okay, not there. Here's another one.
Nice.
These away. Okay. I guess we go down.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I wonder if it would be up above though. Probably not. We were just up there. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
here's one.
Oh.
Down the ramp a bit.
Oh,
So
nice.
yes, you were correct.
Nice, 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 nice. I keep hitting the wrong mount. Oh well.
It's always nice to see the cute Porksy again, though.
they are cute.
Must be elsewhere. Oh, behind this pillar.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Okay.
Man, I am getting hungry. I need to remember to turn the temperature down on the oven. I have a chicken cooking just started.
Here. Oh, nice. Oh, fuck. Cancel report. No, don't run, don't run. Oh my god. Please don't follow me. Vidion's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. Okay.
Wait for us! We want to help you! So basically she's hearing voices that are telling her to do things that are bad.
Well, like before when the first time that we saw her do that was in the memory, right? And I think the implication was she was connected to her sisters that went into space. So I was like,
right.
Is she connecting with one of her sisters that made contact with something? But it's something bad? I don't know. I don't know what I think this is. Is this right? Yeah.
Sparkly!
Oh. Also a fake hole.
Ooh. Not here. It looks like a big bad.
It
Wait,
does.
maybe not.
It might be too much for us, maybe.
Is that a big scary boy that we shouldn't fight alone?
I don't know. It's an 87.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Bring battle really quick. Thought I saw Sparkly. It was my pet. Very similar looking.
This is the reason we traveled the stars, where we sought out other life forms. Is this the answer?
Yeah, long battle. Oh no! I'm sorry, I'm stuck in a dialogue thing that I don't want to skip. I'm being a jerk and playing Stream Raiders. We fight shit. Here we go.
Oh, no, it's fine.
It's the reason we traveled to the stars, why we sought out other life forms. Okay. Alright. Fine, Muhammad's here. Oh, okay. I helped.
It's all good. Okay.
Should we try the fate or should we
Sure.
not? Okay.
Give it a-
Might
give it a
die
go.
horribly.
Well, if it seems like it's impossible for us to do, we can just walk away.
It's true. It doesn't look like it is.
It looks
Like
like
any
it's
sort of
fine,
a
yeah.
damage. Wait, last week, were the, I suppose I should ask, are the new housing lotteries up?
Yeah, that.
No?
I think it's done or no?
So like, do all the houses go up for like bidding or whatever at a certain time, and then you have to, like, how's that work? I don't think we have.
Dogens, you can take the little meat off.
I don't think we have enough to get a bigger house yet, but I wanted to like, I wanted to go look and see like how it works. See the menu when you go to try to bid and stuff. I'm curious. And I totally forgot about it. I assume it's like information about it is on forum somewhere, but I just haven't looked it up. Yay!
There's a few new houses next to the FC house. That's cool.
Housing's open back up. Drawing was at reset today. So they're all at the same time. So like, can people bid right now on anything? Or I don't know. I confused. Is there like a place where they post this? I found a sparkly place where you can see the status. You can bid again in 4 days. Okay. And it's just on whatever one is vacant. You can. Interesting. People bet on it. Yeah, I know how the lottery thing works, but I wasn't sure if. Well, I shouldn't say that. I know it's a lottery, but I didn't know if like certain houses. I don't know. If it was all at the same time, basically, was my biggest question. First round already ended. Yeah, that's what people are saying. It was at reset today. I wish I knew about it. Could have at least checked prices and stuff for myself.
Sorry. 1 sec. I need to blow my nose.
Okay. So list until June 2nd, then I believe the lottery starts the next day. Okay, Wingser. Is there like a place where this is tracked so we can know what's going on? Lost my bid for the house I wanted, but like 45 people entered the lotto, so I was not surprised. Yeah. Housing period is on a static cycle. All houses are able to be bid on at the same time. Okay. And that makes it easy to figure out. It's not up yet. Right. I'm just
Okay.
well, yeah. So they're saying the first one closed. And then in like 3 or 4 days it sounds like there'll be another opportunity. Info for it is on the plaque of the house. Right, but like, is that the only way to find out? Let's go look at the houses. I mean, I guess that's how it was before. It was even worse before because it wasn't a lottery. Ooh, there's one, yay. It'll be in your dailies menu. Oh, that's good to know, Charleston. Okay, cool. Control U.
Over here.
State. This says results period in progress. Oh, results period. But then it doesn't tell you like a countdown. It just tells you if it's up. Okay. All right. So, how long does the bidding period last? Whoops. Do we know, or is it random? Because I want to remember to like go check it out when it's open.
Bid period for 5 days, results for 4 days, and then repeat. Oh, interesting.
Okay. Results period is over. It'll swap to the actual lottery period. Okay. That's when the lottery will be. Prices you can check the individual lots. Yeah, and that makes sense. Oh, I'm following Sega for some fucking reason. Damn it, Sega.
Processing expedition data, preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations, formulating answers. God damn it, Medion! I'm sure this is rough, but girl, I need you to just stay put. I'm begging you. I've been following her all over the fucking place. Ugh. Okay, I think I'll do one more quest and then we'll go sleeps. It's past 1 for me.
Okay. Wow, yeah. Holy shit, it's 5:01.
I know, time flies.
So it's June for you. My goodness.
It is. Oh my goodness.
I smell my chicken cooking and it smells delicious. Uh-oh, I have to start the rice.
I hate when
Oh,
I
it'll
feel
be good.
hungry when it's like time for me to get into bed.
Oh no, sorry.
No, it's fine. No, it's totally fine.
And here I'm talking about my juicy, delicious chicken that is in the oven. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you about the eggs you get from your chickies.
Yeah, what's up?
Are they like super orange?
They're not like, like, they're definitely more orange than the eggs that I get at the supermarket. Yeah.
Yeah. So much better that way. I got some super orange ones from, I think it was Winco, and I was very excited. I was like,
nice. I
please,
think
just keep having these.
you've said that you've gotten like really orange ones from Costco before, right?
Yeah, I thought it was Costco. Maybe these ones were from Costco. The packages are similar, and I didn't look at the plastic. We get the huge packs,
Yeah.
like the 5 dozen, and they look basically the same. These ones might have been from Costco, but anyway, I gotta ask Ed. He's the one who does a lot of the grocery shopping lately, which is amazing. I wish I could have fresh eggs. We watched a YouTube video of we were watching, no, it wasn't YouTube, it was it was the Unlikely Friends or whatever, about animals
Oh yeah.
that are like different species and they end up being friends, and it's super like strange because they're, you know, like a cat and a
Normally enemies
rat
or something. Yeah.
And one was about a boy with his pet chickens and how it like helped his autism and stuff. So they were
Aw.
like therapy chickens.
Yeah.
And JJ wants chickens so bad now. And I'm like, JJ, I would love to have chickens, but our neighbors are too close.
Yeah. Like the chickens aren't that loud, but when they're laying eggs, they basically just scream.
Oh.
It's a lot. They can be very loud sometimes.
Kind of like in Valheim, whenever like the animals are breeding, they sound like they're being attacked, and you're like, oh
no.
my, it's quite eventful over there for you guys, huh?
Oh shit. Gosh, Emmett, are we besties now? This is so fun. Let me know when you got Emmett following you. Sorry for the spoiler.
Oh, sorry. I mean, they're basically like, I was literally reading the plan and
Yeah.
basically giving that away already. All right. Tracker and Trapper on it. Seems we are partners. Ugh. Try not to sound so suffered by it.
Okie dokie artichoke. Oh, the one by me is the one.
Oh, what does this one say? Nope. Yep, nope. Damn it. Why did I do that? Like several seconds. A date with Emmett, say no more. On my way, my sweet.
Come, my love. Wrong way. Darling.
I got distracted. Got distracted by a TTS troll. Damn it, Shanzad. Just kidding. It's not your fault. It's me being dumb. Such a whiner, Emmett. Oh my god. I'm not surprised, but
Yeah.
I was
gonna say it might be weirder if he wasn't whining.
Yeah, right? Be like, are you alright, buddy? You think of dragging me over the falls. Oh my goodness.
Someone
Let's
in my
go
chat
over
is
the
implying.
falls!
Yeah, someone in my chat is implying that it's funny if you actually drag him over the falls. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like, yeah,
I did.
we go down the rocks like normal.
Well, I jumped off the falls and nothing happened.
Hmm.
Did you say something later?
I'm not here. There. By that rock is she very well. I like that she looked down at herself like, what? We will hear your report, good or bad. Not strong enough. Don't make me say it, it'll break him, his poor fragile heart. Oh no. Girl. So there's a position the two of us can herd her into their midst. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna dive tackle this poor bird. As if Emmett would ever be so ungraceful as to dive and tackle. Well, no, he will watch us dive and tackle. And then make us feel like shit if we don't do it properly. Let's go find us a bird.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so funny that you just said that because I was muted, right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, I was just saying, I feel bad that we're tracking and trapping her like some kind of animal, but we gotta help her. And then you're like, let's go get us a bird. Like you're inside my brain.
Yeah, I literally, when the scene was done, I was like, man, we're just gonna like surround this poor girl and dive tackle her. Like, she's so
Right.
scared already. So bad.
He'll first berate you for doing it in the first place, then berate you for not doing it properly. But he's not saying anything to me. I'm so sad. I feel let down. I'm like walking up and down the falls trying to get him to say something to me. Nope, he's just like,
Come
whatever.
on,
Yeah.
hit me.
Yeah.
Do it.
I love picking fights with him because he's such a butt. Just standing there while we're fighting, like what a dick.
I know, he doesn't even bother to help, dude.
Oh, maybe we should do the talky thing first, yeah. Maybe he'll yell at me here. You mad, bro? Nope. Womp womp.
Cool. Thanks for the bit of info. Ho ho.
Mm-mm.
Coral? Oh my god.
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Okay.
This poor thing, dude. Emmett's mount is so edgy, it's true.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
How is it not occurring to me? Just smile, chat. How is it not occurring to me that what she's about to say might be the catalyst for what happens?
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
Is the answer just gonna... I thought the answer might wind up being there is no one else out there, but I didn't think it would be that there's evidence there were people, but they're all gone.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict.
Oh,
Contact successfully made with
alive.
inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local
kidding.
population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteon?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteon finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteon, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Jesus.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteon back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteon. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
Oh, fuck. Pardon?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteon, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
Okay.
You fool!
Is that normal? They said, what is the meaning of this, as though he pulled out a gun. Like, I would, you know, I should certainly hope he doesn't have a gun to pull out, but like, if he did, it wouldn't defy reality. Is it normal for them to just like turn into things? Just smile. Yeah, but not turning into stuff that looks like a primal. We haven't seen them turn into something like that before.
Oh my.
Yeah. Emmett did it at the end of Shadowbringers. That's Shadowbringers. We're in the past right now. We're in the past right now. It's not the same thing. Never mind. My question
Were you
was flawed,
discussing?
apparently. I was like, is it normal for them to turn into stuff like that? And everyone was like, yeah, remember there was a whole conversation about how they can transform. And I was like, yeah, but not into like primal things. And then they were like, Emmett literally did it at the end of Shadowbringers. And I'm like, that is a different situation.
Yeah, so much had happened to them between now and then.
Yeah.
They were totally just like,
Okay, stop talking,
Change.
chat. Stop talking. Okay. Okay, I gotta go to bed, but I love you very much.
I love you too. I
Um,
hope you have a good sleep.
Thanks.
I assume you're gonna keep streaming.
I am.
Okay.
Hey.
I love you, love you.
I love you too.
I hope your head feels better.
Thanks. It actually feels quite a bit better now.
That's good.
See, I knew you guys would help. Thanks, guys. You're the best.
Okay. I will talk to you later. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Sorry, it just felt like the question I asked was creating a situation where people were like, well, let me be hyper specific about this, and I really didn't want somebody to accidentally spoil me on something that I didn't know. Which is why I viscerally was like, stop! And you might be like, but you already know all of this. I don't know what's going to accidentally turn into spoiler territory, so if it starts to feel that way, I'll just try to shut it down. Anywho, hey, thanks for watching. One sec. Let me read off the activity feed. Keen Cat, thank you for the 44 months. Potato for the 62. Bloodfire for the 73. Randomly generated for the 27. Frakemall for the 51. Infinity Spear for the 32. Light for the 50. Crazy Person for the 67. Red Lips for the 21. Omega Odin, thank you very much for subscribing. I'm sorry I missed that. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Dorian Kahan, thank you for the 68. Cosmos Cats for the 18. Major for the 58. Zero Dark Blaze for the 80. Dojums for the gifted sub, thank you so much. Nab That Cat and Run for the 46. Bold Street for the 79. Zephthulu for the 69. Renegade Spectre for the 11. And Crazy Woman Yo for the 3 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Okay, we're rating Teary. Go say hi, spread love, spread joy, etc. Tomorrow's my day off, so I will not be here. Oh, I think we are trying to do Manga Pod tomorrow, though. Not determined a time, but we're trying to do Manga Pod. I should probably message everybody. I think we're going to try to do Manga Pod tomorrow afternoon at some point. So there's that. But Our next normal stream will be on Thursday. Okay, thank you all very much. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.